Hi, it's Kim from More Marketing. And in this video, I'm going to talk about where I started my business, which is in social media. The top 5 reasons you need a social media strategy and how to get started now. Let's go over to my presentation and take a look. Social media is an online marketing tool that allows you to communicate directly with your audience. It was quite revolutionary this way. Before, you used to have to place an advert in a magazine or a newspaper and wait till that appeared before you could get your message to your audience. But now you can do it directly through social media and actually have a two-way conversation. There's never been a time in history when it's been this easy to communicate with your customers. Today, every business should know that it's essential to have a strong social media presence and engage with their market there. But few businesses know how to do it effectively to get results. The key difference between those businesses that succeed or fail is planning. Companies that use social media successfully do so because they have a solid strategy. They take time to plan the strategy with a big picture view and then implement it in a systematic way. Your business can benefit as well. The time it takes to develop the strategy more than pays off once you implement it and start getting closer to your business goals. Here are the 5 reasons why you need a social media strategy and what you need to do to get started now. The first reason is that if you have a strategy, you can maximize the effectiveness of your social media presence. You may have a Facebook page or a LinkedIn account, but what are you actually doing with it? Many businesses make the mistake of thinking that social media works like this. You log in, check your feed, post some stuff, interact with the commenters, and watch your engagement gradually rise. But it doesn't actually work this way. If you don't have a strategy and a plan, you won't get any results from your social media activity. You may grow some followers by simply being there and interacting, but you won't get closer to achieving your business goals. All your activities, including posting on Facebook, LinkedIn, or Twitter, or should we call it X, should help you get closer to your goals, or it's a waste of time. Developing a strategy helps you link these activities to your goals. For example, if you're using these platforms to nurture leads by sending them to your free information product or getting them to join your list, you would post different content in a different way than you would if your goal was to sell directly. You may want to join discussions related to the information products you're promoting. This means that reason 2 is that a strategy focuses your energy and saves you time. You develop a social media strategy, it streamlines your activities, so you know just what to do and you can focus where you get results. Without proper focus, you're taking shots in the dark and hoping that people will take the action that you want. With a strategy in place, your actions will lead them to take that action. For example, you may post a video and discover that it gets 4 times as much engagement as your text content. This means that you need to work video into your content mix, sharing a new video each week. The time you spend producing your video will pay back more than the text content. One important part of any social media strategy is automation. Automation means letting a software app take care of certain tasks and aspects of your activities. Automated tools include things like social listening, chatbots, content curation, engagement, and growing followers. Obviously, it now also includes things like AI, with things like ChatGPT and Claude, but you do need to make sure that these reflect your voice. Implementing software and apps to do these tasks helps you to further save time and focus. An example of a program you can use for social media is scheduling software. These are programs that post on a schedule you set so you don't have to do it manually. This is a great time saver, and it's a task you don't need to do yourself each time. Authenticity is the key to good social media marketing. There are some tasks you can't automate. You have to be there personally interacting with your audience. Your strategy should give you a clear plan for separating what can and can't be automated and using each for the best results. Ultimately, what will determine your success with social media is the content you post. Reason 3 is creating content that converts. Your content needs to be interesting and engaging. It has to address the questions and pain points of your audience so that they will like, comment, and share. It should frame you as a helpful expert who has a great deal of value to offer. Strategic planning gives you control over the content you post. You can decide on topics, formats, and content type. Create a mix and schedule it so you're offering variety. Once you start posting, You'll get feedback instantly to see which content works, and then you can refine it for even better results. As I've often said on anything to do with marketing, part of your strategy needs to be learning about your target audience. You'll research them and create a profile that will include their interests and preferences and the kind of content they engage with most. This will be important for your content planning. As part of this research, you'll also analyze competitors and influencers to see what type of content performs best on each platform. You'll choose some to follow and gain insights from following them to help you create your own unique content. The result is that your content will have further reach, it will engage your audience, and help you get closer to your business goals. Reason 4 to have a social media strategy is that you need to motivate yourself to implement and post every day. One of the best things about having a solid content plan is that you have somewhere to go. It's easy to get into a slump with social media where you're not sure what you need to do each day. You don't see results, and your motivation starts to lag. But with a good strategy, you'll have a plan in place, so you'll know what you need to post, and hopefully have it scheduled. Your to-do list of important tasks will be ready to go. This takes the work out of interacting with your audience, so you can just have fun and enjoy it. It won't feel like work at all, but just hanging out with your people. When you're enjoying what you're doing, this will translate to better content and more authenticity, which your audience will enjoy as well. The best way to create daily task lists is by starting big and work your way smaller and smaller. Start with the business goals you identified earlier and how social media fits into it. With that in your content schedule, you can see the milestones you have to reach. Each day is a step to those milestones. You may also want to break up tasks and prioritize them. For example, your first priority might be posting new content. Next is replying to comments and following back people who started following you. With leftover time, you might scroll your feed looking for content ideas or content to share and spend some time researching your audience. How do you know if you're actually making progress towards your business goals? This is where reason 5 comes in. One of the most important advantages of a social media strategy is that you set out a plan for monitoring the results of your activity using objective data. You do this by setting performance metrics that you can check. For example, if you want to grow your followers, you can set a goal of new followers for each week. The data will then tell you whether your strategy is working, and if not, what you need to do to improve it. Performance metrics are tracked using analytics tools. These programs monitor metrics you set for them and report them back to you. This is quicker and more efficient than checking yourself each platform's native features. Although, if you have got the time and not the money to set this up, you can do this because this data is very good. But many of these programs are free and easy to use. Your strategy also includes documenting your efforts. This will help you to refine it and make it more effective. You can learn from your successes and mistakes and use this to create a better strategy in the future. An important factor in social media success is monitoring and improvement, and metrics and documentation can help you do this. Now that you understand the importance of crafting a well-planned social media strategy, and you've taken some initial steps towards realizing it, here are the next steps to get you started toward the launch. I think I talk about this in almost every video I do. You first need to create a target audience profile. Since every aspect of your strategy revolves around your customer, you should research them and learn about them and create a profile. You will then use this profile to find out where they hang out on social media, how to connect with them, and what content they like. And they'll soon become your loyal fans. The next thing you should do is perform a content audit. You've probably already created some content that you can use. You can also gain some insights through your earlier content marketing efforts. Go back and look at the content you've already created and find pieces you can repurpose and use again. A blog you can make into a video or a podcast. Or, this is where you can use AI, feed it into something like ChatGPT, and ask it for some social media posts from your blog. It's your original work, so there's no copyright issues involved. And then, as I said before, you need to create a social media schedule. You want to create a schedule for your strategy so it's aligned with your business goals. Remember that this is a tentative schedule. It doesn't need to be set in stone. You'll learn through trial and error once you start implementing and interacting with your audience. But you need to have some ideas in place to get started. Well, you need to refine and perfect your strategy. As you go about posting, watch your metrics and get feedback from your audience so you can maximize your efforts and perfect your strategy. Remember that each market segment, each industry, and even each business within that industry has different things that work. So there you have your 5 reasons why you need a social media strategy. If you need help developing your strategy, please get in touch. I'll put a link below to my website so you can find out more about working with me. If you found this video useful, please subscribe below. I hope this helps, and I'll see you next time.